Hello and welcome to the Canadian Edge. Time to look at another knife, and the knife on the table today is the Civivi Praxis. And if you haven't checked out Civivi knives yet, I encourage you to do so. They are a good budget knife, usually between 50 and 100 bucks. You can find different variety of them, and yeah, so far I've been very impressed. I've had a couple Civivi knives in my hand, and they have impressed me. So this is a Civivi Praxis. It has a blade length of 3.75 inches, and I don't know why all my knives seem to get dirty just before I do a review on them, but they do. And so blade length 3.75 inches, open 8.45 inches long, so almost 8.5 inches is a big knife. Closed, it is 4.7 inches. The steel on it is a 9CR 18 MOV. The weight is 4.42 ounces, so not a heavy knife. The handles on it, scales are G10 with a gold stainless steel liners, and I like how Civivi decorates their knives. I think that's pretty cool. And the pocket clip on it is a stainless steel reversible, so you can have that either right or left-handed, and it is tip up deep carry. And I like Civivi's pocket clips. They have worked well for me so far. It is flipper opening as well, so you got flipper tab and flips open quite nicely. It does have, as I say, the gold stainless steel liners. They are skeletonized to make it a little bit lighter. And this knife also has a lanyard hole, which is part of the spacer at the back. So for those of you who like lanyards, you can attach a lanyard to this. It does have jimping on the spine of the blade and a little bit of a thumb rise there. And it also has a choil here on the blade, so you can get a different purchase with the knife depending on what you're doing with it. It allows you to get that different grip, and also it makes sharpening a little easier having the choil there. So I have been as I say, very impressed with the Civivi knives. Probably my favorite thing on them is the pivot, and it works so well. Straight out of the box, you get the drop blade and opening. It's so smooth opening. Like I say, with the backlash, and you can watch that review, it almost glides open. It's such a smooth opening on these things. So I really appreciate that about Civivi. They put a lot of effort into I think making a quality knife at a good price. So you can see the blade lines up down the middle, and there is no blade play up or down. It sits in there very solid, and so very happy about that. I really like the aesthetics of this knife. I think it's a good looking knife. Like the swedge up here on the top, gives it a nice look. I like the profile of the blade. I like the handle. It's very easy to grip, and they did some texturing on the G10. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of a diamond pattern in the G10 here. Very easy to hang on to, and then with the finger grips, which they've beveled and beveled on the top here, it's very comfortable grip. The flipper tab also has jimping on the inside here, so when you're opening it, it gives you that purchase, but it also when you're using it as a finger guard, it gives you a purchase there as well. And so, yeah, very happy with this. Comfortable grip, good ergonomics on it. Like I say, you can change up your grip because of the choil there. And it makes it a more versatile knife. My only complaint, if I had to complain about the knife, is it is a bulkier knife. So you do notice it in your pocket. But it's really nice this way in that they have rounded this and beveled the edges so that your hand does glide off the back of it, but it is a bulkier knife, so you do notice it more in your pocket than you would a smaller knife. But again, it's open, it's 8.5 inches, so it's a fairly big knife. And if we compare it to the OKC Rat 2, you can see it's a bit bigger knife. And same with the Mini Griptilian. You got a whole lot more blade going on here. And yeah, blade and handle. Same with this one. And we'll bring out the Spyderco Tenacious. And it is bigger than the Spyderco Tenacious as well. And yeah, it's longer. But no, the blade is a little wider too. So those of you that are familiar with Spyderco, you know they have a big profile in the pocket. Well, you can see the Praxis has a fairly big profile as well. And it'd be, yeah, pretty close. The Spyderco has a little bit more height, but not much. So, like I say, it is a little bit big in the pocket, but that's not a big deal. And sharpness. What do we got for sharpness? Oh, glides through. No problem at all. So the 9CR, they put a good edge on it. Oh, did I do that where you could see? Make sure you can actually see it glide through. And do the zip tie, see what happens with the zip tie. Oh gosh, went through there pretty darn easy. I don't think this cord here is going to be much of a challenge. Nope. Barely even pulled on that, and it cut right through. I got a smaller piece here, so we'll see how it does with the smaller piece. And again, just pull back on the cord and it cuts through. So very nice knives. And if you don't mind spending a little bit more, like I say, they're usually between 50 and 100 bucks. Maybe a little over 100. I think this was around the $70 mark. Don't quote me on that. I could be thinking of the backlash. But anyway, they are a nice knife, and I think they're worth the money that you pay for them. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm hoping that they have endurance and they last a long time. Well, time will tell. As I say, I haven't had a whole lot of experience with Civivi knives, but what I have has impressed me. So that is the Civivi Praxis. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'll be doing another review in a few days. Until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.